Hey Gary, I'm sitting in my car on a cold and rainy day, taking my lunch technically. Um, I just wanted to get out of the office for a little bit. And then I just kind of sit here and troll like Twitter for news and other stuff while I work up the effort required to go back into work. So I thought today I'd send you a quick response since it's been a little while since your last video about the educational systems and homework and things of that nature. And yeah, I guess, I thought it was interesting your take on it, obviously. I was just kind of, I guess, curious as to kind of a is that bullshit response from the Michael Moore documentary, Where to Invade Next, because basically he pinned the success of Norwegian educational system on essentially well, like three things: not having homework, paying teachers more, and requiring like the payment of private schools to be nonprofit, and also like there's no discrepancy between schools based on where you live. You can't go to the good school, so rich people have to be as invested in every school as they are in their own kid's school. And that was basically it. And I didn't know, I guess, if that's enough or if also, we're falling behind not just because we don't do those things, but also because Americans are stupid. Because in all honesty, Americans are kind of stupid. Like metric system. Can't even wrap our heads around that. That end of story. Americans dumb. Talking to you, America. I'm not afraid. Come get me. Um, so I'm waiting to go back into work. I got maybe an interesting interview coming up that I'm excited about. I don't think I told you about yet. Um, there's an HR position that they are hiring for, which would put me in Ohio. But if I get an interview, I think I can rock the interview because basically, like, the job description is go around giving speeches and presentations to people, and like that's all I did in high school and college is theater speech, competitive speech, public speaking, communication degree. So I think I can like rock that interview pretty hard because of that prior experience, and hopefully that'd be a job where it's not as much of a daily grind like it is right now. Because basically, what my job is right now is there's 100 trucks, and I tell them where to go and pick up freight and where to drop off freight, and every day I cover a huge section of the Wisconsin market of customers who are looking to have freight go places. And every week I move freight, and then when I've completed that task of moving freight around, I get to be rewarded by the next week of moving freight around some more. And so it's definitely a grind because you never accomplish anything ever. Because, like, hey, you did a great job. You didn't miss anything for like a whole week. Congratulations. Let's see if we can do two. Okay, we did two. How about three? Which is all irrelevant because we never don't miss things because we're terrible at our jobs. But anyway, so that's kind of an interesting prospect for me, I guess. I'm hoping to hear back soon. The guy who's supposed to be doing the hiring thing of it just got back from a 2-week vacation, so it's been a while since I've applied for it, but I'm trying to pester people without being too pestering to make sure that I'm on the radar enough to maybe get an interview, because that would be, I think, a lot more fun than what I'm doing now. For me, downside of it being it's going to involve a lot of travel for work, and that's kind of sucky because I'd like spending as much time as possible with my kid, but we'll see. I guess that's part of the interview equation in question is going to be asking, what's the career path? Where do I go next from here? And how many steps up do I have to expect before I can get something where I'm traveling less? And that's part of it, I suppose. But I'm willing to, I guess, if it's temporary, give it a shot because I don't want to keep doing what I'm doing now for any longer than I have to at this point. Um, so yeah, that's it. I guess just a quick update. One thing I thought I would ask of you, actually, now that we're doing these videos, is to try and do something a little bit different. And so what I want is for you in your next video, like, respond and say like, hey Chris, how you doing? But then at the end of it, at least, to give me a task of something that I have to do in a video. Like, you want me to shoot a video where I demonstrate something, or I create something, or I produce something, because I want to be challenged. The example, where this came from in the top of my head was we were watching Cutthroat Kitchen, which is the best cooking TV show I think around, because it's like, here, cook this meal impromptu style, but then the contestants spend money to screw each other over. It's a lot of fun. Alton Brown hosts it. It's actually one of the more fun cooking shows. It's on Netflix too. But yeah, so that's, I thought of that, and I thought, like, I could do a video where I, like, cook something, and, maybe you want to make it more difficult and douchey like that, or just, hey, something. I don't know. Something different. I want to challenge. I want you to challenge me to do a video of something that is challenging. Hopefully not expensive. Try and keep the cost point a little low. Not like food shelter low, but like, let's be reasonable. That's what I'm saying. If I go into bankruptcy because of my next YouTube video, that's going to be a problem. And that's all I've got. I'll talk to you later.